our audio settings over on my end, and we will get started. Let's see. Okay. Just a minute. Sorry, hold on. Good. Alright, so let me take a quick drink and we can actually get started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to our second stream of Yooka-Laylee here on the Overanalyst channel. My name is Brady, and I'll be your host this evening for probably around 2.5 to 3 hours of gameplay tonight. I've got some stuff to do regarding that online class I'm assisting with the instruction of. Again, like just the online client we're having to work with due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, is just giving me and my boss pure hell. So we're having to watch it like a hawk and jump in to not only address students' questions, but make sure everything's working and sending out notifications and the like the way it should. But enough of that. Welcome everybody to our second stream of Yooka-Laylee, a game I was actually planning on playing because my memories of playing it right around release. I got past most of the first world and played a little bit of the second. My memories were actually pretty bad. I remember the game not being that enjoyable, and granted, we still haven't come across my least favorite type of gameplay that I can recall. We're going to tonight. But from last night's stream, I found the game to be very cute, charming, kind of well presented, and it doesn't play roughly whatsoever. It feels very smooth for like an homage to classic collectathon platformers. So that said, let's dive back in and see if we continue to enjoy Yooka-Laylee as much as we did last night. If you remember, we got quite a few of the pages here in the Tribal Stack Tropics, and then consumed 3 of them to expand the world. So you see we've got all of this architecture, all of these peaks and towers and things that have been added onto the world due to us expanding it. Weren't there before. And we've collected, I want to say, just under half of this world's pages. Now, one thing I definitely wanted to do... Well, real quick, do we have any more we can do for this poor soul? No, she's just letting us know about the expansion. Alright. Well, there's someone I wanted to meet. We spied near the end of last night's stream. And it's fellow indie darling Shovel Knight, looking fantastic in 3D. How's it going? Not exactly what I'd expect him to sound like. Very, very charming dialogue. Oh, I wouldn't worry, Laylee. I don't think there's any threat of you guys ending up in the wrong game. So Shovel Knight obviously has become kind of the standard bearer for really successful crowd-funded indies, having not just a base game that's insanely well received, but I think 3 DLC campaigns developed over a period of years that everybody really seems to love. I'd love to play the game myself someday. Never have got around to it. But as a result, Shovel Knight has appeared in countless other indie titles, and correct me if I'm wrong, even Smash Brothers. So probably one of the most beloved indie-developed characters of this current generation. These guys, not quite so much, to be honest. So we already got enough quills to buy all of this world's special moves from the horrible penis snake, but I want to collect as many quills as we can. That way, when we make it to the next world, we can hopefully just buy up all of its special moves as soon as we run into the vendor. So it sounded like Shovel Knight wanted us to retrieve something from the top of this temple. A jewel. Ooh, that's... Could not have frozen in a worse position. Can we... Yeah. No. That's what we wanted. Glad to see we're actually getting some use out of this ability. Hey, MC2M, how's it going? For you, well, it'd be this evening. Man, how's it going? We're currently navigating the Shovel Knight challenge. I don't know if there are other characters from indies present in this game, but I wouldn't be surprised. And it'd be insanely charming. Doing fine? Glad to hear it. Finally got that fridge replaced today, so I'm having a pretty good one. Alright. Anything down here? Yes, the other switch. Nope. We're going to want something a little bit more horizontal. There we go. That's great to hear. Thank you very much. It is. Apparently it's been happening a lot in this complex, according to the maintenance crew, who are absolutely fantastic. Once the pandemic starts and everybody's trapped at home, all of a sudden, everything's a maintenance emergency. Which I do not doubt. Alright, that might be a bit too steep, but let's give it a shot. Oh, lo and behold, it's not. Oh, dear, what are you? Alright, we've got some kind of totem monsters here. Or we did. Now let's extinguish this fire, because obviously when you have ice powers, that's the first thing you want to do. Oh, or we can't. I see. Well, I think I found the jewel Shovel Knight once. Yep. And we don't have to carry it or anything, that's great. Well, this is a nice little diversion, and I'm sure we'll get a pagey out of it. MC2M says, did I find the lone quill in this area? I believe so. It was between a couple of these, teetering platforms, right? Like, right around here? Or here, rather. If so, we got it. Right now, we're just building up quills for the next area. You need a fall to find it. In that case, I don't know that I did. I just now noticed, too, MC Toom says no, the one we're looking for is in the back of this structure and is like pretty nasty to find. Alright. We'll see what we got. Nothing over there. But I just realized the jewel we had to retrieve is, of the same exact color, shape, everything, as those that give insane amounts of points in Shovel Knight. Nice little attention to detail on their part. Let's see. Let's go ahead and head up top. Huh. I'm not seeing anything around here. Yeah, if there's something missing, we'll know I found it otherwise. I very well could have inadvertently discovered it. And one quill ain't gonna kill us yet, at any rate. So a big thank you to Shovel Knight for making his requisite indie game cameo appearance. Oh my, this wasn't present before, so definitely want to explore this. As soon as we find the appropriate totem to uncover the platforms. You know that hidden quill very well. Spent a bunch of time looking for it, I guess. Oh, dear. So tonight I'm hoping to finish up most of this world's pages, at least, and maybe take a peek at the next one, which I remember is the world I played just a bit of and decided, yeah, that's about enough for now. Oh, hello. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Okay, so there's no way to easily get up here for now, but we will find our way around in time. Let's go back to that big old mass of invisible platforms. Okay, so the middle platform rises, while the outermost two fall. Oh, come on! Ah! So the maneuvering for some of these objects, like the butterflies during the race and the quills, is a little tricky. We can always grab that one later. Oh, dear. There we go. That's our pagey. Not too bad. Pretty sure we need projectile weapons of some sort to actually beat these guys. Ouch. I don't care about the fall, I caught the quill, that's all that matters. Alright, now I think this part of the map expanded significantly. Whoop. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, because there's the boss right over there. Which we might as well do. Yep, there we are. I actually remember this fight very well. It makes good use of some of the special moves you learn, but I think could be polished a bit better. It's a pretty decent first boss overall, though. Those eyes just staring into your soul forever. Okay, that right there, that little pole that was not present here before, that's as close to a real tutorial for this boss as we're going to get. Zelda this ain't. The entire fight is based around avoiding obstacles and performing some acrobatics with, oh, we unlocked a new tonic. Definitely gonna have to check that out. With, this weird little lizard roll ability we have. And that's pretty solid. Like, we're going to have to climb that little ramp to attack, the boss, the Great Rampo, several times, directly. And as I said, it works perfectly fine. We'll be dodging obstacles all the while. But the controls for this move are a lot looser than those for Kazooie's equivalent move in the Banjo-Kazooie series. In part, I think, because you can actually stop moving while you're in those games, while you're in perpetual motion for this one. So controlling it is a little unwieldy. Might take me just a couple tries to get the last phase of this, but it's not that bad. So we need to make it to the top of the ramp and knock out his visible teeth. Oh, yeah, that's the other problem. You have to jump at the very apex of the ramp, and it's kind of hard to actually make it over the edge of that platform. Oof, and he does that. But, there we go, first phase down, not bad at all, see? Now we're going to have to repeat the act a couple more times. Oof. No, 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 no. Yeah, That's the other difficulty if you try to jump the logs. Since you're moving up diagonally, it can be a little tricky, and... Oh no, 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 no. Okay, I can... It's entirely possible I just suck at this fight, but... Once more, and now this phase, I believe, requires that we jump over the logs. Due to the issue with controlling Laylee when they're rolling, and also the slope here, this is pure hell. Not gonna lie. See? Oh wait, can we stop moving with this? Oh my god, you can. Is it possible that I just never knew this? It is somehow possible that I've been a massive dumb-dumb... Oh! Shit. And we're dead. So, I do have a problem with the whole making you take multiple hits at a time thing, but it is totally on me that I never knew you can actually stay still in this form. I have no idea why I thought you couldn't. Oh, and it looks like we have to restart the fight. Shame. Ow! Well, we know what we're doing now. There we go. Oof. Okay, so it's very hard to dodge the fire, it seems, when you're getting on the platform. Everything else, though, now that I actually know how that mechanic works, isn't too bad. Timing on this could still be a little tricky, but I think we've got it. Don't even care about taking the damage that time. We're done. There we go. Not very dexterously managed, but managed nonetheless. And we get our third pagey of the night. Nice. There's also still one more Ghost Rider in this world I think we have to keep an eye out for. Got some more quills. Never gonna complain about that. Anything up here? Or around here? Would appear not. But you always want to check, you know? Alright. We'll definitely need to check out all of that, which was added when the world was expanded. I'm sure there's several pages up around there. But first, let's go check out that new tonic we unlocked, and see if there's anything new at the temple. So it looks like, as per platformer tradition, double jumps and mid-air attacks can help slow your descent and prevent fall damage, which is definitely something we want. Now, where's Vendi? Here she is. Oh, so one tonic can be present at a time. So do we want another health slot, or do we want the roll move to use less power? I'm definitely going for the latter. Let's see how much less it uses. Oh, looks like about half as much? That's brilliant. Now let's pay a quick visit to the uppermost reaches of the temple to make sure there's nothing new that's been slapped on up there. Oh, it looks like there has been. I see some movement up there. Oh, yeah, check that out. Now, how exactly are we gonna get up there? There's a massive maelstrom of what look like pages or pagey scraps up there. Huh. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe we can open a route in the future. Yeah, MC2M says what I believe to be true in this case. You sometimes need to wait for new abilities to reach certain areas. Yeah, I want to say Banjo-Kazooie was pretty big on that as well, going back to old stages with new abilities or forms unlocked. Maybe not quite this big, because I've already seen several places where that could be true. But still, something else that was present in the old game. Or the older games. Alright, so to get in here, looks like we'll have to do something with... maybe its eyes, or... Banjo-Tooie did it more. Okay. Yeah, and that's the one I've never played, so... I wouldn't be surprised, though. Well, for now, why don't we try exploring that? That looks rather promising to me. Oh, well, starting out with this brand new interior area. Inside the monument. Oh, so we're going to need to become invisible, I suppose. Unless... can our sonar shut it out? No, it cannot. Didn't think so, but just wanted to check. So something else to put on the pile. Goodness gracious, I might actually need to keep a physical list to remember all these. Now I saw... looked kind of suspicious, just a couple crates over in the middle of nowhere. But, very well, up we go. Probably a good thing I'm using the baller tonic right now. I really like the design of this more vertical obstacle course we're about to enter. More quills, yes. MC2M says a better ways to expand the world after having done a first pass on all the worlds? Okay. We'll do that in future then. I'll gather up what else I can here, and then head on to the, Ice World. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Well, okay. Real quick, let me grab up some quills. Time to meet my least favorite character and mechanic in the entire game, and I'm fairly certain the reason why I quit in World 2. This is Kartos, God of Ore. You know those minecart levels Rare loved to put in their games back in the day? I'm talking Donkey Kong Country, etc. Well, Kartos is a throwback to those in the sense that you're kind of put on these auto-scrolling tracks and have to jump and dodge and the like in order to collect X amount of tokens along the way in order to meet the threshold for a pagey. Problem is, if I recall, you need a damn near perfect score on all of his courses to earn his pages, and they're not exactly straightforward. MC2M's a huge fan of this mechanic, and I'm sorry, I'm not at all. I hate the way this was implemented. I remember kind of liking Rextro stuff, but not these. Now, I do know a lot of things were kind of modified with patches after the game was released, particularly, like, I think for smoothness of control and things like that. So, who knows, this might be a little bit better. Kartos himself is a lovely character. 60 gems on his track. Remember that now. Sure. Alright, 60 gems. Doesn't sound that bad, right? Oh, Lord. Ooh. Okay, so we actually made the 60. That ain't bad. Ouch. So I'm just getting hit by everything, but it doesn't matter. I got my 60. Screw this. Get me out of here. Don't use the boost unless I need to. I wasn't physically triggering a boost except at the very start of the track. But I think the problem is when I would jump, like, to get some of those gold gems at the apex of, like, a little upswell in the track, it would automatically boost me forward, which makes sense. But... alright. Well, thanks, Kartos. Oh no, we don't have to go again. It does not boost automatically? That's weird. I wasn't moving the control stick or anything at those times. In fact, I was pretty consistently holding back on the control stick where I could. But something to keep an eye on, I guess. So we're going to need to learn an ability that'll allow us to manipulate those cannonballs, I suppose, to make us heavier, so the winds won't buffet us around. But that's another page we got, and for the first Kartos challenge, that's not too bad. Here we go. This looks promising. Oh yeah, very promising. Oh. That's interesting, so I suppose we get enough of those, we get another butterfly token. Which is nice, I suppose. Oh no, there we go. Every time we get one, we earn a new butterfly. So we certainly don't need to use the tonic that gives us one, then. Now what's in here? Ah. So we've got many different paths to choose from here. Let's start with this small little one this way. Oh, so I guess we have to spit some water at Mr. Blowy. Oh, and that's a very short-ranged move, a bit like the fire. So we'll have to move very quickly. Alright. Didn't quite reach. Oh no, we have to use this thing. I got it, I got it. We getting there. Looks like a pretty easy pagey though, once we get it. It's right at the base of Mr. Blowy, so... Oh, no. No, and we can't make that. When you're used to playing Mario Odyssey, you believe you can make literally any jump, no matter how improbable. Alright. That's a bit better. There we go. Come on, there we go. MC Tomb says once we get the next upgrade, we can make pretty much any jump. Good incentive to go onto the ice world, then. Well, we've done a good deed, I guess, and earned ourselves another pagey. We've got more than half of this world's pages at this point, I believe, or right around half. MC Tomb says, I'm wondering if you'd enjoy a game like Deadcore? I don't know, I've heard the name, though I can't exactly remember, like, the central conceit. Oh, it's all about traversing a 3D level? Here, hold on, let me look it up real quick. Oh my. Well, I can tell you that this looks absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, this looks kind of interesting. I just may give that a go. Well, real quick, I guess we ought to see what's in here. So many different paths to take. Oh, and it's the kind of game that, like, is conducive to speedrunning? That's cool. Traversing as fast as possible. Something I promise you I cannot do, but I'm sure there's some amazing speedruns for it out there then. Well, I mean, there's amazing speedruns for everything these days. Many a boring afternoon for me have been spiced up by just, like, blazing through awesome games done quick streams, or archives, I should say. Oh, here's our last Ghost Rider, and if I recall, you actually have to fight these. And there we go, all 5 Ghost Riders, and subsequently another Pagey. We're getting tons of quills, too. Very nice. And we're still nowhere near the summit of this place. Righteous. Oh, I think that giant cloud is down here. Yeah. Well, let's see what it wants. Okay, so he can raise the water level. So I think, broadly speaking, we can say, not saying that it's not amusing, because it kind of is. In, like, the years since, like, Banjo-Tooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day, and then Yooka-Laylee, Rare's sense of humor has gone from, like, amusingly ribald to just outright disgusting. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's, help him out, I guess. Well, no, we need water. There we go. Wasn't expecting the ice to do anything, but I also didn't see anything else around, so... Banjo-Kazooie, folks, why? Oh, but there we go. We've now raised the water level in that little gully. Be interesting to see how that changes the world state. But first, more quills. Nope. There we go. MC2M says, I wonder what ice would do. Oh. You're saying, okay, yeah, let's play around with a few of these. So now we're going to freeze everything. Brilliant. And I suppose if we want to thaw it, we can use the fire option. Nice. Oh, and it opens up that, little cavern at the base of this, like, stone face. So we have a shortcut now. Brilliant! Well, I can tell you right now, this is incredibly fun. Oh, I guess this is how we were supposed to get, or one of the ways we could get to the treasure room. MC2M says, good old ice mechanics. Yeah, I'm not sure I know exactly what we can do with this yet, but I'm going to take a good lap around the river, see if we can find anything, and if we can't, or I just missed something, we can of course always go back later. The good thing, or one of this game's high points, is there's a load of stuff to collect, and as I pointed out last night, I think one of the... Oh wait, no, do you offer us like a different race or something now? Yep. It's another one of these. Alright, sure. I will say, compared to like the other, like, really big classic platformer devs, Rare really loves their checkpoint races. Like, a lot. Nintendo's used them sporadically, but not to this extent, I don't think. There are like these cute little free-running challenges in Mario Odyssey, but that's about as prominent as they've been in a Nintendo platformer for ages, I want to say. Oh, the butterflies. There we go. So that tonic is extremely helpful now, giving us about double the power bar. There we go. So let's check real quick. How many different pages from this world do we have, or how many of this world's pages do we have? Alright, there's 9 more, as well as some kind of lightning bolt token and Rextro's arcade token. We also got most of the quilts, so we have done pretty well collecting this world's items on our first sweep. Now, I want to go back to the tower, though, and see what else we can explore. We took that little detour to go meet, I think it was Nimbo. And now we want to, or we should see what those other paths available to us were. Because there was one I saw that didn't look like it needed any kind of special ability. MC2M says Rextro's coin is generally near Rextro's arcade. Oh, I know. I just, haven't figured out a way to get round to it yet, and I want to see what else we have here. I'll probably do his content last on this run-through. These are very interesting enemies, little googly eyes that can just possess inanimate objects. Back up we go. Ooh, Lord. Had some acceleration on it, didn't it? This should get us back to the branching path. Or so he thought. Yes, yes it shall. Because if we go back over here... maybe more stuff to explore? Unless we did this already. No, but this is the same area, or another area that appears to be sealed off. So yeah, we'll definitely be needing to come back to this world later. No big deal. We can definitely go clean up the last, or Rextro's pages and head off to the next world, though. I generally like the layout of this one, though. I'd say it's a perfectly respectable first level. There we are. Let's go rejoin the world's saddest little dinosaur. Alright, now let's see here. Where on earth could that token be? Oof. Oh, MC2M says it's in the river. Maybe. Probably. Okay, for some reason I thought I'd have to get up there at some point, but... alright. We can definitely do that. Do appreciate that they give you this little shortcut back to him. And now once more. Oh, I can do it now? I do want to see if this has any effect, though, real quick. Well, it's still not drained the part of the lake that the Mr. Blowies are set up in, but we should be able to get what we need. We're going to need a different ability to get past them, I bet. Probably the same ability we're going to need to increase our weight and get past the fans up on the tower. Real quick, let's go snag this. There we go. Oh, it'll be somewhere down here. Ah, here we are. I'm curious to see if these challenges are as I remember them, because I think I remember having a bit of fun with Rextro's stuff. Not entirely sure, though. Alright, let's see what we got. Sure, what do we got? Okay, Amazing Rextro Software Entertainment presents Cardos Karting. Okay, this is pretty standard. Doesn't sound too bad. Famous last words. Ooh, dang it. Okay, so those flame jets stay on for a very long time compared to what I would expect. Probably want to avoid the poison. That would be a good idea. Wow, okay. So this first time limit, at least, isn't too bad. It's actually insanely generous. I take it your first run through, then, is really just to acquaint you with the particularities of the game. Oof. I will go through this game being hit by just about every enemy or obstacle, this I promise you. Obviously, how long do these things stay on for? I just want to... So a good, like, 5 seconds or so. We want to stay away from what looks like, poison flasks. MC2M says you have a boost, if I recall. Yeah, I see it. I just don't... Well... They gave me... Oh, no. The boost is... Or the power meter represents, like, ammo for the cannon. See? So we get our first pagey pretty easily. I'm certain the second one's going to be nowhere near that simple. Yeah, sure, we'll give it another go. Wonder how tight the time limit's gonna be this time. Oh dear. Rextro has a time of 2 minutes 30 seconds. That's going to be kinda daunting. Giving us 30 seconds per lap. Let's see what we can do, kids. We definitely want these. Ouch. Take all of the shortcuts, MC2M says. Well, we'll do our best, won't we? I don't care how much damage we take, as long as we make it inside the time limit. Whew. Alright, we're doing okay so far. Jesus, they give you no forewarning before those vents switch, do they? Which actually is broadly in line with the kind of games Rextro is meant to represent. Okay, barring a terrible performance on my part, we, damn it, should have this one in the bag. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was terrifying, getting caught right on the water's edge there. Come on. There we are. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. So we got both of his pages in short order. Very nice. I do appreciate that. They give you one pagey just kind of for playing the game and another for beating some kind of reasonably difficult score challenge. MC2M says it's a good concept. Just maybe if they didn't force you to watch a cutscene between your first and second attempt. Yeah, MC2M says you can't get both pages for beating the high score the first time. I feel like just if they wouldn't pull you out of the game between attempts, it'd be fine, even if you had to do it twice. But there we go. Two nice, pretty easy pages. Despite me not turning in a great performance, we got them both on our first try. And with that, I think it's time to go back to Hivory Towers, head on to the second world, and get us some new moves. We've gotten a whole lot done so far, even in like the 1 hour we've been streaming. I do like that. I know it's not like a super long game, but it is fairly dense, so I don't know how long it'll take us to get all the pages. Probably a little over a week, but I'm totally fine with that. I'm having a good time so far. We're going to see if that holds true after the second world, and particularly the second world's Cardos challenge, which I think is where I folded my first time playing. Alright, so we got plenty of stuff from the Tribal Stack Tropics. But it's time to move on to the Ice World. Which is helpfully located, or indicated to be, right over there. Oh, now wait a minute, I see a Pagey in the fire. Well, I know what this calls for. Let's find us some ice fruit. I believe it's up here. Or nope, that is the flame fruit. I know there's ice fruit here in the lobby, though. I think, or even if there isn't, we'll just have to keep in mind that there is a Pagey trapped in fire. Or in, like, the bonfire. Another little location we'll want to keep in mind. Jeez, even the game's villain is, like, giving me shit. Oh, here we are. That's a lucky find. And there we go. Now let's see what's in here. First things first. Okay, so that isn't like some kind of lift you can just activate. Okie dokie. Now I think MC2M says want to climb the statue. Not right now. I think we're on our way for what's technically considered a boss fight. I think we run into Dr. Quack here in kind of a throwback to Banjo-Kazooie's final boss fight. Or not yet, maybe. I like to think this is exactly what everyday affairs are like at Activision HQ. It's kind of a shame they, even though it was received insanely well, they decided to go for like a more straightforward 2D puzzle platformer for the sequel, instead of revisiting this concept and really trying to refine it and get it, you know, really, really right. Because even though I can see, having played what I have so far, why this wasn't like just a gangbusters game when it was released, like, it's not far off. Like, I think with an extra coat of polish, this concept, obviously, but this series would have a lot of promise as a 3D platformer, something we need more of, might I add. Yep, here we are, Dr. Quack's quiz. MC2M says there's rationale that did not help. Oh, indie sequels don't sell. Well, some of them do. They're not technically sequels, but all the Shovel Knight DLC sold phenomenally well. Both of the Bloodstain games, even though I know there's something of a special case, did decently well. And I would be, even though it's not technically an indie, it's damn close, I'd be very surprised if Double Fine's Return to Psychonauts doesn't do, like, insane numbers. But no, I see what you're saying. Like, indie games have a much harder time establishing, like, a full-fledged IP, usually because the studios just don't have the kind of personnel or, personnel, budget, of course, but also, like, just marketing power that a AAA would. Alright, so this is a return to, as I said, Banjo-Kazooie's final boss, which included a quiz-based board game hosted by Gruntilda. And now we've just got to get 10 correct answers for Dr. Quack. That would just be one, I believe. Yeah. MC2M says, I think the reasoning is different. How so? Oh, good, we get to move forward a bit. Oh, that's on the side of the Great Rampose Temple. And if we get these quickly, we only need to answer 5. That's very, very good. $21. The Corplet. Yooka-pedia. That's pretty cute. We just need 1 or 2 more. He hates door-to-door salesmen. These are very cute little interludes. I appreciate the fact that they included something like this. That was nice and easy. So I suppose we'll be seeing him between every world for a quiz on what we've just played, hopefully. So MC2M says, indies are making games that are unique, sequels are seen as more of the same, and people looking for these unique games don't really want more of the same. It's the same division between those wanting a mass appeal game and unique games. I think situationally that could be the case if you're looking at something like a Darkest Dungeon or even Pathfinder Kingmaker that are, from the outset, intended to be fairly niche products. That appeal to an audience looking for a very specific experience. But I would actually point to games like this, or Bloodstained, or, well, the Psychonauts sequel as well, but a lot of these higher profile indies, Shovel Knight as well, as evidence that a lot of indies have been able to reach the heights of success that they have and pull in the crowdfunding budgets they have. Because, well, it wasn't received well, but it did a gangbusters campaign. Think about Mighty Number 9 as well. These games explicitly position themselves as spiritual successors to classic, beloved franchises or genres that had gone long neglected by the AAA landscape, including the companies that created them. So in many ways, what those developers are saying, and again, I'm not saying this is all, I think you see both in the indie space, but there's a lot of them that are saying, like Platonic did, hey, we're offering you more of this same thing that you've wanted for a very long time and nobody else has given you. Which doesn't necessarily make it derivative, far from it. It makes it a continuation of something people, myself included in the case of a game like this, really loved. But there are some, as I said, that do cater to very niche experiences. Again, for me, like, the quintessence of something like that is like a Darkest Dungeon, right? We're gonna make this hard as hell kind of roguelite game with some really interesting, deep mechanics, a unique lore and art style and all this. And we'll have a couple DLC packs and lots of post-release support. But is that the kind of thing that I think people would line up to buy 2 or 3 of in the span of, like, 4 or 5 years in the same world with the same setting? Probably not. They just want that experience, you know what I mean? Alright. Oh, there's the swamp, I believe? Ooh. MC2M says Crypt of the Necrodancer is kind of in the same basket as Darkest Dungeon. I would agree, yeah, definitely. It's amazing that they were able to do a Zelda crossover. I adore that. But yeah, I would say that's the kind of game that people don't want to play or pay for 3 or 4 different versions of in a short period of time, you know, even though I think it's a very well-made game. I quite like it. Hey, and it's Trouser once again. Oh, wonderful, we can glide now. That's gonna be a huge help. MC2M says now we can go anywhere. Yeah, just about. Including, that appears to be the swamp. And, oh, Rextro has his own area of the world here. Oh wow, there's a ton of these. Including a Pagey, trapped behind the monitor of a broken arcade machine. No. I really don't, Rextro. I do not want to play fun arcade game. I want to break non-functioning arcade game and get pagey. Okay, so we have to climb one of these disabled monitors. Oh, give him a minute, folks. He'll get there eventually. Oh, we'll need a different ability then. Alright. Oh, Rextro's arcade's in arrears. That's a shame. Oh, so you can just play all of Rextro's games from the different game worlds. That's nice that they give you, like, a separate place to go play them at your leisure, if you're really into them. And Vindy's here as well. Alright, let's head on to our next literary world. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to learn how to work with these things. There's some kind of toxin down there, it looks like. Quick and easy pagey. Oh, is this fog harmful? No, it's not. Excellent. Nope. They are, though. Oh, hey. So we'll need, some kind of, or we'll need the fire fruit to make much progress thawing people out around here. Vendy, once again. Looks like there's loads of different places to explore here. Oh, and can we not climb this even with our... No, we can't. Interesting. Let's see if we can't find some fire fruit right now. If we can't, that's perfectly alright. Oh, hello. No more ice, though. We'll come back for you, Beehive. Just 3 pages. We can handle that. Glitter Glaze Glacier. Alright, now, aside from the god-awful Cardos challenge, I don't remember a whole lot of this one. In fact, I don't even know if I expanded it. Costs just 5 more pages to expand it. Huh. That's interesting, a different perspective. Be interesting to see what they mean by that, like a mirrored version of the normal world or something? Or a section that you view through a top-down camera or a different camera angle or something? Oh, damn. If cartridges were still popular, this game would have loaded by now. Okay, that's a pretty clever way of, like, capitalizing on your game's less than optimal load times. Kudos to Playtonic for that. Alright, well, this is most definitely our ice level. MC2M says, I mean, they're not wrong. No, they're really not. Cartridges were generally more efficient for stuff like that, as I understand it. Oh, I love the music. It's a Grant Kirkhope production, so that's not surprising, but still, very nice. Probably want to stay out of the water. Oh, and the corplets are little yetis here. That's adorable. There's one of our Ghost Riders. We'll need to find Trouser ASAP to get our new abilities. Oh my, look at the skybox. So if nothing else, this world does it for me in the visual department. I'm typically a big fan of the design for, arboreal or winter-themed levels. There he is. Here's our guy. Now, I'll bet that since there's so many quills, his abilities get a little bit costlier in every world. I don't think they'll all be 30 quills forever. Pirate movies. Alright. Yeah, we've got 2 that cost 40 this time around. So, we can absorb the powers of items we eat. We'll take it. We'll buy both of them. Not like we're using these quills for anything else. Oh! This is how we're going to use those cannonballs to modify our weight. Good, good. Okay, so this game's humor, for the most part, is kind of growing on me. And now we've got, like, a high jump. Okay. So it's the standard high jump like from Mario then. Hold down one of your triggers and press the jump button and you'll execute a high jump. MC2M says, speaking of gamer genre being poorly treated, did you know that Halo has been butchered? No, I didn't. I remember playing the original trilogy, or no, sorry, the first game through Reach back when I had an Xbox, and, I'm not like a huge FPS guy, especially like the more popular FPSs, but I really, really liked those. I had a ton of fun playing, like local multiplayer with my friends on the Forge mode back in the day when you could just spawn in whatever like crazy stuff you wanted to use against each other. Man, those were great. But no, the first game's been butchered. What do you mean, like one of the remasters or re-releases? All right, let's try out this new high jump. What are we working with? Oh, that's pretty good in conjunction with the glide. We can get some serious distance out of that. And we can now consume fire to become fire. Oh man, that's awesome. And since we are fire, we can pass through fire. And, for instance, rescue this Ghost Rider. Right on. Okay, that's gonna be a really helpful ability. Oh, good God, no. So I already know where this is going, then. MC2M says, so Bungie originally made the game on Xbox, but Gearbox Software was tasked by Microsoft to make the PC port. Oh, Jesus, not Gearbox again. Like, they made Borderlands, which is decent, but they're also responsible for friggin' Aliens Colonial Marines. You know, one of the worst games of all time. One of the most shoddy, disrespectfully made projects of all time. Oh dear, what do we want to do? Ah, I see. It's a checkpoint challenge. Oh, this is interesting. Oh no. Well, we're not gonna get it that time, but I see what we've got to do. They're teaching us how to use the glide. How many pages are here, just for my curiosity? 25? 25 here as well. Alright. MC2M says it was amazing on Xbox, and now every version of Halo, including the remaster, used the broken Gearbox version as a basis. Oh man, that's awful. Because I played the Xbox version, and it was, you're correct, absolutely fantastic. Some questionable design choices near the second half of the campaign notwithstanding. But yeah, and it was a very smooth game too, so I hate to think what Gearbox did to it. Alright. Where's our next checkpoints? Here we go. Hey, there we are. That's not bad at all. And our first pagey of this beautiful little snowscape unlocked. And it seemed like the freezing cold water doesn't hurt us. That's pretty good. But we want to explore around above the surface of the water first, I think. Beautiful music, beautiful environment. Yeah, I'm having a hard time, like, trying to discern exactly why I didn't really care for this game when I first played it. I mean, I know it's been touched up since it was released, but this is pretty solid. Ooh. Okay, so control on ice is gonna be a little tricky. Hey, and we can light new bonfires. Oh, there's our combat Ghost Rider up there. Yes, yes, let's just glide over as much of this as we can. Let's get our Ghost Rider, smartish. Oh no, we're taking damage from the cold, maybe? We will get warm right after we get a Ghost Rider. I know my priorities. Alright, now let's do this. Bound to be a pagey at the, ouch, end of this cavern. There we go. And yes, there it is. Somehow lighting those handful of torches raised the temperature enough to melt that solid block of ice. Not gonna complain. We've already got quite a few quills, too. Always good to see. Oof. Ouch. Jesus. So I know combat isn't really mini platformer strong suit, but it feels like kind of especially rough here. Which is fine, it's not the game's focus. Hey, it's the Skeleton Explorer from earlier on in Tribal Strike Tropics. So we need to rescue the cauldron this time. It's weird that they've struck up such an accord. Alright, we just need to destroy the igloos. Oh, it's one of those... ouch, bee security drones stuck in the floor. So these like little poltergeist eyes are probably the toughest enemies I've come across so far, oddly enough. Ouch. Wonder what's in this one. Oh god, another one of them. Okay, so once those things lock onto you, it looks like there's no way to avoid damage. They will just home in on you. That's a little weird. Well, no. We got far away enough from that one. They are insanely aggressive, though. Got him. Now let's go finish that Pagey mission up for Dr. Bones. Lick. I do appreciate the Goliath. Oh, I don't need fire in here now? Okay, that's good to know. Oh, speaking of warmed up, totally missed this guy our first time through. We'll need to keep an eye out for his hat then. Alright, let's do this right this time around. Should be a bee drone in here, maybe? Oh no. Ah, you can destroy the objects the eyes possess before the eyes themselves. That's very good to know. Ooh. MC2M says use the sonar for the bees. The sonar, or just waiting for them to retract their spines and attack. It looks like either or works. There we go. We're learning. We're learning. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Well done, thank you. Oh, that's a beautiful little tower. Can't wait to climb it, or explore it at any rate. He also needs a hat, so we need to find a bunch of snowmen's hats here as well, it appears. I do appreciate that her quest line is just a giant series of imperialism jokes. I mean, we have more or less just ruined an indigenous community for next to no reason, it seems like. Like, we could have cut and run with the pot a while ago. Here we go. That's number 3. We're doing pretty good on pages so far. Oh, what's down here? I see quills leading into a cave, so you know what that means. MC2M says, if you cannot find a reason for making chaos and destruction, you failed to make one. Often true in video games, especially true in platformers like this one. Seriously, so many of the great platformers of my youth, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Gex the Gecko, Banjo-Kazooie, basically boil down to a bunch of people gadding about these giant open spaces, slowly ripping them apart. All we have to do is catch this one. Not much of a strategy involved. Oh, Conquer is your favorite? It's one of the few from that era I never really played. I've heard and seen, like, some pretty great things, though. I actually really appreciate this little challenge. Combining this guy with the ice. Another snowman who wants their hat. Can't help you yet, sir, but we'll remember that there's one in here. Let's get these quills and stay far, far away from, or not, from these things. These horrible jellyfish orthopod hybrids. Alright. Now whatever could be in here? MC2M says a lot of what makes Conquer great is what's not really shown. They made an entire Matrix sequence. Yeah, you're right, I never have seen that. The area themes are based on concepts more than environment. I do know that. I know there's like a ridiculous pastiche of like the really cheesy horror games that were released during the same console generation. There were a series of like shooter levels based off of like the World War II military shooters that were gaining prominence. A lot of really cool ideas in that game. Oh, so the sonar can just knock the eyes right off of their mounts. Oh, we've got to use you for a puzzle then, don't we? Well, when you're not hovering in midair, at least. Now we can absorb honey and run straight up crazy sticky slopes. Or slippery, I should say. Oh, MC2M says, nah, he just broke. Alright. No worries then. We'll just leave that skull to float along invincibly through the air for all time. Oh, so we can have a, like, elemental effect and, or an elemental weapon and, like, an effect on our body at the same time. That's cool. And they conveniently provide us with both right next to each other. Oh, so we'll need a key here to access this really cool tower. Oh! Ah! No! No! We're okay. We're okay. Let's see what else we can do around here before we carry on. MC2M says, the keyhole is, I believe, a reference to Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Yeah, maybe. I remember there being, like, similar-looking designs in DK64, maybe? Oh no, the unreachable ice key. That's right. This is an interesting looking character. Also, we're going to have to carve out a statue of capital B for a Pagey. Alright. Let's get ourselves some power then. Yep. Let's get ourselves back on the platform then. So sonar is basically an I win button for combat in this game, it turns out. Oh, and here's another Ghost Rider. One of two we've yet to obtain, so we need to come back over here with fire. Oh. I mean, I get that it's slippery, but that's technically too steep? Alright. I think I know what we're gonna need. Now let's just see if we can find it round here. Probably gonna need some... Ouch! Steel. Ditto. You do get some great range out of the glide, I'll say that. Here we go. This should help. Poor little guy glitched himself right into a corner. Yep, we now spit out explosive shells. There we go. My kind of power-up. Alright, just need to give him one more really good pass. And we should be good to go right there. Oh crap, we ain't gonna make it. Oh, yes we are. Ah, but we can't get quite high up enough. Ah, dang it. Close, though. Very close. Well, we know what to do now, kids. Oh! Dang it! Okay, so it does give out after a certain period of time. Well, we're learning all about our new abilities in a fairly safe way. I do appreciate that. That felt particularly good. Oh, they're back. There we go. Will they reach? No, they won't. We're gonna have to go from that platform. Oh, not. There we go. Now we just need to blow the blocks that are obscuring that passage at the back of the central tower to Kingdom Come, and we will be on our way to, hopefully, another Pagey. Well, there we go. Beautiful music for this stage, once again, I must say. Will we make it? Yes, we will. Oh, that's the Mollycool. Excellent. So we can go see the doctor at the base of the towers to use the DN Ray. Wonder what we're going to turn into this time. Some kind of aquatic creature, maybe? We've already got our Mollycool, so we're good to go. Alright, let's see what we get to play as this time. Let's do it. Huh. Well, that is certainly not what I was expecting. Okay, we are now a snowplow. And we look kind of adorable, a bit like a children's toy. Okay, this is kind of awesome in its own way. So nothing doing here. Now let's find something we can interact with in this new form. Oh, the rocks, maybe? Oh, no! Oh, dear. Let's try that again. But yes, I have a feeling it'll be the rocks. Let's try this one more time. Because I'm thinking if the cannonballs wouldn't destroy them, they must be intended for some other purpose. And I don't see anything else in this map that the snowplow can interact with yet. MC2M says the fun, horrible transformation. I don't know. Oh, damn it, not again. So the handling could use a little work, clearly. But, I kinda like the idea. It's kinda cute. You know, though, that's a criticism that can be levied at a lot of this game's gameplay. Even the standard platforming, while really competent most of the time, still feels a little, I want to say, floaty. Okay, so far so good. There we go. We got one of the snowman's hats, which is a pair of pants. Okay, sure. Whatevs. Let's go get the second one while we can. No, no, no. MC2M says there's 5 hats total. I kind of figured, since there were, I think, 6 plants we had to spray with the first transformation, I figured it'd be kind of similar. Alright, let's take the nightmare truck round and see how many of these we can find right now. Running into the spikes hurts the giant iron truck. Sure, why not? Have to remember those quills are there, but... No, 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 no! That was way too close. Can't get up there, so... down we go. Let's see, can our transformation make transitions with us? Yeah, we can get into the caves. Good deal. Oh, seeing that emerge from the mist is just horrifying. Oh, this is an area we haven't been to yet. It's like the Tonka from hell. Here's one of those weird little runes. Power extenders. Right on. MC2M says this is how you cheese this part. Excellent. There we go. Oh, I passed by a snow pile twice? That's a shame. You don't mean him, I hope. Oh, this one. Hiding in plain sight. Thank you. Well, I mean, the snowmen have kind of been reduced to snow piles at this point. They're all ever so slightly melted. Which is a little strange considering the environment. We've not... No, 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 no! Well, we just have to head back over here. That's not too bad. Oh, and there's more caves down there to explore. Can't forget about those. Let's do it. 2 more to go. We may cut the stream after this since I've got so much to do for that class. But we've already gotten a lot done tonight. Very, very happy about that. Let's putter our way in here. There's number 4. Nope. Oh, it's a Gruntilda snowman. It speaks in rhyme. That's adorable. Nothing here. Well, nothing save this marvelous view. This season on Ice Road Truckers. Whew. There we go. There's our last one. Now we just need to return them to all the snowmen. Or slush men, I guess. Well, the easiest way to do that would be just diving on in. We'll start with the one in the frozen caves. MC2M says that should be it for the transformation. Yeah, if it's anything like the first world, we just have like the one major objective to complete with each transformation. They're a nice little change of pace though, so I'm not gonna complain that they don't get used that extensively. Alright, here's number 1. MC2M says no transformation can replace Banjo-Tooie's wash machine. I remember seeing that. And yes, that is pretty cool. A lot of Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie's transformations were really top-notch. Both of them we've seen in this game have been, like, really cute, and admittedly I do love the snowplow, but I don't know what would be better. Or if you could say that these are better or on the same level, I don't know. It's been so long since I played Banjo-Kazooie, and I've only ever seen footage of Banjo-Tooie. Here's the cowboy, there we go. As his hat slowly fades back into existence. Now there should be one in these second series of caves, as well as one right here, the posh one. Alright, let's head on down to the caves then, or the second series of caves. Oh, there's mines in the water. Gotta be careful when we explore this area on tomorrow's stream then. Let's see. I know we've already been through here, but I'm gonna be extra thorough, or I think we have anyway. And the pirate we saw, yes. Here's a little, I guess, memory game we'll have to play next time. A very straightforward looking one. Here's the witch. And then we just have the pirate. Yeah, sonar just completely trivializes combat. How do you like that? That's one way, I guess, to work around not having the world's greatest combat system. All right. Wait, no, we'll need our honey for this. Not over here, I don't think, but being extra thorough. If not here, then he's near the statue. Well, we'll get it, no worries, just... maybe near the towers? I mean, I'm sure we ran into the pirate, but it's the only one I don't remember. I remember getting his hat. We'll find it, though. Well, a pirate would obviously be near the lake, or the water, technically, but all we have is this lake. Did I run into one over here? I honestly have no idea. Oh, this one. Yeah. Yeah, we passed him very... Or no, I don't think... Did we see this one? I don't know. At any rate, we've got him. And we get our pagey. Excellent. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is interesting. Oh no. No, 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 no. There we are, another really easy pagey. Should make our total 5 for this world, I want to say? 5 or 6? Right on. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, at a little over, or yeah, nearing 2.5 hours, we're going to go ahead and cut today's stream. Sorry to leave off a bit early tonight, but got some things to take care of around the house and for work. But we'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more Yooka-Laylee. Don't go anywhere. Or I should say, come here tomorrow night, because we'll carry on. I'm having a good time with this game so far. I've just been trying to get through all the early content, but now that we're getting more powers and a bit more familiar with what all we can do, it's shaping up to be a pretty enjoyable little experience. And hopefully tomorrow we can see a bit more of this world, and perhaps the next. So don't go anywhere, listen to me. Tune in to the Overanalyst channel, feel free to follow us at twitch.tv/theoveranalyst. Or subscribe on YouTube to keep up to date on all of our streams and uploads. Thanks a lot, folks. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.